Soka's saying about Talon, some news. Talon's been worked on. I mean, it's a big project. Obviously, over Christmas and that, we were working on the website and doing all that sort of stuff. That's almost finished. We've got Mancini still working on the back end stuff, and Ruins as well, also working on the libraries and things. So it's still rolling. It still works. I mean, it does actually work as a wallet right now, and it works pretty well. But one of the things that we that is really important to us is getting the final model onto the testnet on how the whole assets code is going to work, and because without that we can't really push that sort of thing on the Talon wallet. But we do have the bare bones basics there in terms of the assets, and we had that working on the testnet, so there's not that much drastic changing for actually implementing that into a mainnet setting on the wallet. But currently we've got a switch for testnet and mainnet on there. Another pretty cool thing that we've got on there is a little bit like what Coinbase does, is where you've got the basic sort of the most easiest Bitcoin based wallet in the world, and then you flick a switch and then you've got all the advanced aspects of it as well, which with all your change addresses and things like that. And then when you flick the switch once again, you have the option to collate the balances of your change addresses into a single address, which really helps things as well. So that's all in with that, and it's exciting stuff, and can't wait to get that rolling. But things can't accelerate past other things. Everything has to be built all on a level, because otherwise the pieces of the puzzle don't fit when the mainnet hits the market. So it's really important that everything's built on a level, and the same applies to the marketplace that we've been working on as well. I mean, that in itself is a big project, and there's a lot of stuff being built on it already with the help of with Zlata on the design, and Mancini as well on the back end, and all the workings of how that connects up with the wallet. And then you've got the whole underlying glue between a wallet and any other marketplaces that you might want to connect up to it, because as I've said before, one of the main things in building any of this, including anything that the RTM devs are building as well, separate to all of that, is if you can't set an example for people, then you can't expect people to build. So that's an important thing for everyone. So we really want to push hard on making a good example for the Raptoreum network and for the people that use the network, and so they're inspired to build something. And this is again relates into why we're having these new dev videos, to inspire people to help on with the project. It's why we've created an app channel, which HNS has been keen to be pushing on. So when we make new connections with important people in the space, and they really need to build the bridge on getting their app work on RTM or whatever they've been building to further the network, then we can provide an environment for them where we can facilitate getting them live and helping them. And it'd be nice to get the network to a position where it is built out just as well as something like Ethereum and Solana, so where people can literally hop onto it, and there's many different services that third parties have created to make processes easier, and to really make the ecosystem powerful. And I think as long as we plant the seeds early, as soon as we got mainnet hit, for people to then build and grow from that, I think that's really important to building out the ecosystem and really making a good go of it. It's all right releasing assets, but if you haven't got anything else working alongside it, or any ways of people to really show off an asset or transact an asset or even buy and sell an asset, then then it's pointless. So it's really important that we're building all this in the way we're building it, and this is why I'm really loading my bags up, not financial advice, do your own research. And like I said before on the last stream, I believe what we're building. We've got some good developers. We're not here to be showy. You know what I mean? We're real people, and we're just trying to do the right thing. And there's nothing.
Keeping it real is very important.
We're not doing anything fake. Everything's real. And if we say something's not working, that means it's not working. We're not just going to keep something from you if it's not working, But for things that, well, everything we do is literally, we show you, we are transparent, and it's really important that people see that. So further down the line, they can trust us to build their projects on, build their tokens on, and really help us build out the ecosystem, knowing full well that they can trust the team that's running the rails. Hope that explains that small question. I may have expanded a little too much there.